Well, hello everybody. It's Tuesday. I could say Tuesday all day long, being my cheeky little bratty self. So, I'm just going to go on here for a second. I'd like to welcome anybody who's here for the first time to experience me. Yeah. For me, it's I will show up every day as I am, not what I try to pretend to be. If I'm frustrated, I'll say I'm fucking frustrated. If I'm, beside myself, I would say I'm beside myself. I'm not going to put on a facade. Oh, da 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 da. That shit doesn't work with me, to be very honest. And for some, they need to have structured this from this time to this time. Da, da, da. I don't go, holy shit. Fill your boots. That is not how I live. And that is not how I do my work. And yeah, there's some energy very much, very much at the surface right now for me on a bunch of stuff, and which is totally okay. And this is how I channel my energy. Whoops, forgot to turn on my Zoom recorder. Just so you guys know, I have it's by Zoom, a company called Zoom, and it's they call it a handy recorder. I have an H5, and so whenever I play, I always have this thing on because there's moments that happen that I want to be able to capture. And so I always forgot to turn her on and get her ready. So, like when I say this is when I have my glasses on, it's hard for me to read what people, just so you guys also know, I don't know that if you're here until you say something. And I love it when you guys, being my cheek until you say something. And there we go. If you say something, I know that you're here, and I like to, if I'm able to acknowledge, I won't necessarily have a look at everything you write down right now. We'll look later. So my guitar is going in the next couple of days, and she won't be in my hands. Yeah, she said 50 years worth of playing with nothing being done to her. The work being done to her is being refretted, at least up to the 12th fret. And when I see him, he'll be able to tell me if he needs to go higher than the 12th fret. So, let's see where we go. I'm not sure what the title is for that one yet. That one started, I don't know, 4 weeks ago. And that energy is and staying with me. Some energy comes in the moment and I don't feel it or sense it for God knows how long. So I loved when I saw this mug, it spoke to me. It's called Love Lives Here. That's my mug. It's an Ellen DeGeneres mug that I got at, I think it was Walmart. I wanted a mug that spoke to me. And to be quite honest, I take an animal over a human almost every single time. Right? If for me is I had an experience last week, and it was later that I realized I had this beautiful bird with his back to me over the next building, and I could see him because I was talking to my dear friend Deb. And so I turned around, took some photo stills and sent it to her. I said, "Look what I see." Right? And then another friend said, "I think that's an owl." So I sat with that and I looked at some of my photos, but I had a bunch of them. And I went, yeah. And then all of a sudden I heard the owl talking to me. That's right. It's me. And I never recognized that before until that moment. And I just smiled. And he said, it took you long enough. So this is what's happening for me. My sensories and my senses are opening up. And, I got caught up in the Western medical system, started back in 1996, because I did not have people, like-minded people, put it that way, around me to assist and help me to understand what was going on for me. So, of course, I reached out to the Western medical system, and then I got labeled as depressed and anxiety, so put me on medication. So, October 21st, I start coming off them with the full support of my doctor, my brand new doctor. First time seeing him. "Hi, I'm Ernestine. I have a support network set up for this, and this is what I want to do." And he could feel it. Okay, let's go for it. And it's going absolutely fantastic. But what's happening is, it's just like I was talking about the owl. This medication was creating a obstacle between me connecting with nature to animals and everything. I've always been connected with animals. I could sense and feel them, but not like this. So what's happening is I'm opening up and being able to hear this communication that they are there, just like when my friend said, "I think that's an owl." And then when I realized it was an owl, it spoke to me like instantly. Yeah, it's about time you realize that's who I was. And so I'm learning how to communicate and be open to receive that communication. And it's like, even with my music, it's like I'm opening up more, and I'm feeling more, and it's just shifting. And I'm just so grateful, and yeah, I'm just so grateful. Let's see where we go, everybody. Wow. It's, I did a live last night, just sharing, talking, and ended up talking for like an hour and 20 minutes, and that's not normal in me, just to talk. And, you know, this is how I usually talk, is with my guitar. She speaks for me. And, but last night it was, I feel it was something that I needed to do. We already know and we understand that we have no control over what other people say and do. We understand that. And even in the spiritual community that I'm a part of, is one thing I've learned, that we're all on our individual journeys. We may have a glimpse into certain aspects. Could be the Pleiadians, it could be Sirius, it could be anything. And that is wonderful that you understand that part of you, or you're connected to that part. But I feel that that's just a part of us. Like, I've always said this, I'm a spiritual being having a human experience. But we're at this point right now that spirituality has no longer any play in anything that who we are and what we do. It's us showing up as we are and not label, oh, this or that, right? I like being around people, and we can use the word like-minded people. And what that means for me is that there's certain people talk in a way that I totally understand. I get it. Other people talk, I don't get it. But that doesn't make them bad. It's just, I know for me, it's like, even when I did this live last night, there was, I don't know, 5 or 6 people there, and we were conversing a little bit. And it's, my incredible, amazing friends, that Susanna Mara, Delia, Todd, and on and on. I don't understand a lot of things that they speak of, but that doesn't make them wrong. Even if I don't understand something, that's okay. I don't need to understand, but I can feel, I know what they're speaking is truth or not. And, I find it absolutely fascinating, because this work that we do is an inside job. I was talking to my longtime friend this morning for a bit, Deb Reed, and because I like to bounce things off her, so she'll always bring things maybe that I'm not aware of to the surface, and I go, okay, that makes sense. I know within me if it makes sense or not. And I will look at stuff and go, okay, could I have done this differently? Maybe so, but in that moment, based on whatever, this is how I responded. And it's like, I'm chuckling because I'm not laughing at anybody or anything particular. I'm just chuckling for the fact is, I'm very straightforward. Like, okay, I can't talk about business right now. I cannot talk about this or that right now. And you can respect that or not. If you don't respect it, guess what? I'm just going to clam up. You may think I'm being sharp or snappy or whatever. That's your perception of you. Is that, I don't say anything unless I have something to say. I don't say something for the sake of saying something. I'm very uncomfortable with that. And it's like with my guitar. I don't play a song for the sake of playing a song. I play a song because the energy in that moment is resonating with me and I get to share it in that moment. And that's what I love about what I get to do. I don't sit here and try to say, okay, this song means this and you're going to... It's not my job. My job is to honor the music that is being channeled through me and tap into this energy, be with this energy as it is, not to try to analyze it, no, be with it and allow it to be expressed in whatever way, shape, form that may be in that moment. I cannot wait until everybody stops trying to live in a box and say, okay, I need to structure my life this way. I need to say this way and be this way. And it's like, holy shit. No, no, no. Just be wherever you're at and be present wherever you're at and be honest about where you're at. You know, I say I don't have time for idle chat, which I don't. Which means that when I have a conversation with you, there needs to be a purpose. I'm not saying it has to be narrow box because conversations lead to other things and they unfold as they do before us and within us. But if you try to structure this or that, and this is one thing I love about Todd's show, there's no structure. He never thinks about anything or plans anything. He just very much in the moment as we all come on his show and just speak whatever we're going through right now. And to me, that's what I appreciate about Todd. Well, there's much more than just that, but that's just one thing. He allows us to speak from our heart, from our soul, whatever that is. Okay, this song seems to be one to be played. Here we go. It's called the Frequency of Love. Here we go. gifted me with this song. A friend of mine, Spirit, had gifted her to channel all these titles for songs that are going to be coming up. And when this one unfolded, and that list, this one's the frequency of love. That is the vibration where this song has come from. Because that is exactly who we are. It's something that I feel deep inside of my heart, which is my soul. Everything that I express musically or verbally is 100% channeled. I can tell when I'm in the brain thinking stage. It's not comfortable. I used to live in that part, could say. But I'm no longer there. My music continuously teaches me so much. It's like I may try to fool myself, say, oh, I'm feeling fine, everything's fine. But yet inside, truly inside, I don't feel that way. And that's why when I go to play a song, no matter which song is coming through in that moment, I cannot play it any other way than the way it needs to be expressed from my soul, because that's how I feel. I hope that makes sense. I think it's like with the people who are able to draw, write poetry, sketch, just write, period. I am in awe of them all. That is not how I express how I feel. My guitar is my soulmate, because it's an inner relationship that her and I have. And her being my guitar and me. It's like in 2017 when Spirit gifted me the name Soulful Guitarist. I did not understand it in 2017 that it was Spirit gifting me that name. I thought I was smart. I figured that out. Because before that I used to say I'm an instrumental acoustic guitar soloist. But I realize now, it's Spirit gifted me that name because it spoke to me. It spoke of who I am in my music. It's like this song, it was channeled a few months ago, and there's only 2 songs that I'm drawn to speak. And this is one of the songs. The frequency of love, it does it to me every single time. It just pulls me in. Here we go. Whatever needs to be expressed now verbally will be expressed. But the one thing that I'm asking you to do for yourself, go into your heart space. Be in your heart. Speak and express yourself from your heart. That is the true knowing. The knowingness that is within each and every single one of us. I could say the word, it's God speaking to us. There's no separation from any human being other than the vibration that that person is at. And it's like, I can see where people are at. I can feel where people are at. And I go, okay, Ernie, just sit back, be quiet. It's like if you reach out to me and say, Ernie, I really need to talk to you. Do you have time? I would make time for you to talk. I will help you however I'm able to. But if you're not going to receive that help in the manner that has been given to you, you want to, we can get stuck in certain places during our journey. We know that I've been there multiple times. And that's where our journeys are like this. And there's times when I'm more connected, and there's times when I'm not. But what I'm finding, that back, I think it was mid-November, I just told everybody, I'm not talking to anybody. I need to be quiet. I don't know what's going on. I just need to be quiet. Some friends said, I'm here if you need me. Others chose to keep on messaging me. And I finally get pissed because, you know, it's a boundary. It doesn't matter if you understand it or anything. You just need to respect that boundary. And I said to one friend, I said, look, you're sending me all these messages. I said, I told you that I need to be quiet. And then they turn around and say, oh, I know, but what kind of friend would I be if I didn't keep on communicating with you, you know, reaching out to you or whatever. And I went, holy shit. So I responded back, you know, and I said, look, I completely disagree with your comment above. If I say to you, I need to be quiet, don't message me. What you're doing is showing disrespect. This is not the words, but you know, that your job and responsibility is to respect my boundaries, whatever they are. You may not understand them, and you may not agree with them. That is not your job to decide. Your job and your responsibility is to respect my boundaries. Period. Not a word for that person, which is good. And that's the thing about us. You know, I'm the only one who knows when people start talking about whatever, how it's affecting me. And it's my job and my responsibility to say to that person, I cannot talk about that right now. I can't. I told you I need to be quiet. I cannot have a dialogue and a conversation. I can sit there and do an interview about my music. I can come on here, talk about what I do because I'm being present. But to have a conversation or a dialogue about anything, I can't do it right now. And somebody get pissed off because they don't understand what I'm really saying. And they just, you know, because they just kept on crossing my boundaries, and then I get a little snarky. Yeah. Well, you can do whatever way you want to do it. That's up to you. Fill your boots. And it's not meant to be rude. It's just like, stop wasting my time. I've been through this process. I've done this. I've done that. I know what information they told me and why they told me what they told me. I'm just trying to help you to ensure that you make this process with ease and grace. But if you don't want to listen to me, that's fine. You don't have to. But don't ask for help. Don't ask for support, because that, to me, if I was to go, oh, poor you, right? I'll help somebody, but you need to be wanted. You need to accept that help in the manner that has been given. You know, I know that some people will eventually go, oh shit, now I know what Ernie meant. Oh, I just didn't see it. I didn't understand that. And I get that. But, you know, how you perceive or receive this information, the birds, you hear the birds? I think they're validating, verifying. Yeah. I love when I'm in my heart space. Here I get to come in, be in my heart space, and just be present with you all. I don't need to put on a facade, but I know what my music does for me. And based on your guys' reflections back to me, what it has done for you. And that means the world to me. Because you don't need to understand or know where this comes from. You just know how it makes you feel. I've had people, a lady who didn't know nothing about me, and I moved to where I am now in March, and I put out a post asking for money to help me pay for movers and my deposit, because this move happened quickly. And I've been waiting for 3.5 years at that point to get into this building. And what I did for anybody who donated, no matter how little or how much, I gifted them my music. And this one lady gifted me some money. I never knew who she was before. And I expressed my heartfelt gratitude. I gifted her my music. And she just later, and we don't have to talk. We don't need to communicate. But every now and again, she just says, Ernie, my go-to when I'm feeling my anxiety's coming up, I just put this album on. It helps me. And that makes me smile from all within myself. That's where my music comes from, this amazing space, and I'm understanding it more and more. I've always known since it started tapping into this energy, it was special. That's all I knew. It's not a matter of me being good or all this stuff. It's not that. It's about where it comes from within me. It's like anything that I express comes from my heart. But are you able to hear and feel from your heart and speak truth from your heart? We all have stuff going on. My God, we all do. I got a beautiful sister that's on here right now. You know, she has the most amazing heart, and she doesn't ask for what she needs. And I don't need to know her story. I know enough about her situation, and I could feel within me. And I sent her some money. In fact, I took, $100 off the $1,500 I had raised to help fix my guitar. She's going in the next couple of days. And my friend needed, I could feel it. I don't need to know. I could feel it. She needs this now, and Spirit's coming. No, just send her $100 of that. Don't worry. You'll have enough. And she was reluctant to accept the money, knowing that this money was for my guitar. I said, don't worry about it. I'm going to trust it. Spirit will look after it if I'm short, because, I was planning on sending you some money if there was any money left over, because I know you need it right now. And she was a little reluctant, and she knows that. But when she just said, okay, and finally gave me her PayPal link, and I sent her $100, ended up being €65 for her. It's not much, but at this point for her, that was like having $1 million. Because she's able to buy some food for her and her daughter. She has an asshole partner, and I'm just speaking as it is. He's your typical narcissist. Okay, I'm going to make you pay. Well, they're going to withhold. They control. And that's where, if anybody's listening to this and want to help my friend, please let me know in a DM. I already spoke to another friend a bit ago, and I said, look, this is what's going on with a friend of mine. Only if you're able to. Could you please help her out? And she goes, absolutely. So she has a surprise coming. Hopefully sometime today. I'll check with my friend just to remind her, because we all get busy and forget, oh shit, I meant to do that. But you're going to be getting some money today from a friend of mine. And I'm going to be reaching out to a couple more friends of mine personally, privately, because I know you need this right now. Most importantly, you need food on your table. You need a roof over your head. But most importantly for me right now, in my heart, I can feel it, that you went out and got some food for you and your daughter. €65, I have no idea how much that would have bought you, but at least it was something. And that's the thing is, well, you could maybe send her $10. Send the $10. It doesn't matter how much or how little or how big that amount is. It will add up and will help somebody. We can get into our mind to justify this or justify that, right? And that's where I stuck to my guns with her the other night. And I wouldn't back down. I wasn't being an asshole to her, but I stood my ground. No. I kept on saying, nope, nope. I even wrote like capital letters, nope, nope. Email, please. I'm not going to engage. No. I just want this. I'm able to send you this right now. I've already sent $1,000 to the place that's going to repair my guitar. So he has he's already received that money. That part. And if it costs me more, I will arrange that with him and work it out later. But right now it's more important for me to help you out. And that's when we know within ourselves that somebody really needs the help, or we can feel that within us, because there's people out there go, oh, I'm struggling financially, oh this, oh that. We can feel if somebody's playing more so the victim role versus what are they doing, why are they so stuck on not having enough? We know we don't have enough. I know what I go through every month. I live from my pension check to my next pension check. A lot of the money invested into what I get to do here with you all. I don't need money to go to this function, to that function. I'm not an extrovert that way. I don't need to do that. If I really am meant to do something, I know Spirit will make sure I have the money so I'm able to do something. If I'm really meant to go there, we may think, oh, I should do this for myself, But I'm learning each and every time, every decision I make. Where is it coming from? Why this? Why that? And that's when we go from within and get in touch with our heart, the frequency heart, that frequency that's within every single one of us. Try to understand more about who you are and why you are the way you are. Because we are absolutely fantastic, incredible beings being on this earth. We are absolutely fucking amazing. I'm amazing. You're amazing. Well, that was all pure channel, which it is always. I have to close my eyes because it just allows me to stay, no distractions. Whew. I'm not quite done there, but catching the replay, well, actually, we are still live, Delia. my beautiful friend, sister. Oh, dear. And just so you guys know, there's always delay from when you guys post something till I see it. So then I see it and I start chuckling. That's why I said, then Delia goes, oh, you're actually live right now. Yes. Just finished the spoken word on a song called The Frequency of Love. Oh, this journey is amazing and I love it. I wouldn't trade it for nothing. I know some people, oh, I'm tired of this shit. I'm done. Okay, you're done. It's up to you. Oh, I know. I'm gonna, since this is coming to me right now, give me a sec. My friend Marion Amel Grace Hobbs handed you this for me because I had a song called Wings and she did that and gifted it to me. And then my friend Delia does this for the same song and gifted me this. And both these are of my dad's guitar, not mine. And I haven't played this in a while, but we're going to play it now. This song is called Wings. Here we go. wings. When I reached out to my friend, Marianne, asking her if I could borrow some of her pictures which had wings on them. And she goes, oh, absolutely. And then boom, she does this, which is my dad's guitar. And I was blown away. And then Delia sends me this off my dad's guitar. And there's codes in these, by the way. It's just like with my music, there's codes in there. Every single song has a code. It has a frequency that will resonate with us to allow us to get in touch with who we really are. And when Spirit gifted me with this song, I knew the title was called Wings. It's like just stepping into who I really am, spreading my wings to the entire world, to the universe, saying, hi, I'm Ernestine Day. I'm here to spread my wings through my soulful music that is channeled, intuitively channeled. It's not a brain thinking. I can play them mechanically. It's intuitively, it's instinctually, and I feel a vibration when certain things are done. I go, ooh, that was nice. And before I went to Soulful Guitarist Fest, I got a major download, and it started integrating while I was at Soulful Guitarist Fest. Is the integration, and what they gave me was, this is how you work it. And what's happening is that Spirit keeps on having people send me things so I understand better. And I had somebody, I don't know who it was, but I expressed my gratitude to whomever it was for sending me that video, because it was a video of a young lady who's using a looper. It just ends up being the same looper I have. By me observing what she does and how she does it, I got why she did what she did. I went, okay. And that's Spirit wanting to show me. And so my proficiency, my understanding of how I utilize this amazing looper, I've been utilizing it, but what's happening is more, the only word I can think of is proficiency. For me, that means understanding, and I'm allowing myself to whatever needs to be expressed in that moment to be expressed, not questioning me. Because I used to, it just like all these things I go through within me, my brain goes, well, da 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 da, and it fucked me up. So I got the fuck out of there. I went, no, I'm going to play a song for as long as it needs to be played, and let it be what it is. I'm not in control. When we tap into this amazing energy, we're never in control. Your mind state may try to tell you differently, but fuck off. And that's where, with the work that we all do individually, I keep on showing up day in and day out, first of all for myself, and in turn I get to show up for you. Like I said, I'm spreading my wings. Like, this song is so appropriate. It's time for us to stop pussyfooting around and doing this stupid dance. Yeah, sometimes we need to do something the way they want us to do it because whatever we're applying for or whatever. Paperwork is one thing, but I'm talking about living with integrity in who you are. Not trying to put on a facade. Like, we already know, and I can feel it already. There's people in the community who go, oh, I got it, I'm done it, I'm spiritual, I'm this, I'm that. Oh, are you? But I can feel that they mean well with what they're saying, but they're trying to, they've had glimpses into that part of them, but they're not connected to that aspect of themselves. But they keep on saying, I'm there. No, we go in and out of that, but so don't try to put on a facade to the rest of the world. And that's why if I need to be quiet, you're damn right I'm going to be quiet. I don't care if it's a day, a week, a month, 6 months. And right now, I'm not talking to anybody. And I posted last night, no talking means no conversation, no dialogue. No anything. I can come on here and do this because I'm being very present in the moment. I don't have to carry on a dialogue or have a conversation with somebody. I get to come on here and just be. And I love when I get to come on here and just be. And that's the only time I show up here now, is when, as much as I come on here sometimes because I just need to feel connected to you guys, absolutely. There's times when I do that. But you guys all help me get back in touch with myself and get out of whatever place I'm at. And it's like with my guitar, she does that to me every single time I play her. And I love every single song that I get to channel. And I feel very blessed because they trusted me with this energy. It's not mine to hold on to. But if we try to hold on to that and try to box it in or do whatever, we're sabotaging ourselves from succeeding. Yeah. So that's the only other song I talk and do the spoken word. Yeah, Cult Wings. And I'm learning to trust myself when I do the spoken word. I'm learning to trust whatever's coming through and speak whatever that is. Yeah. So, hi everybody. I'm on a straight, here we are. Right? I'm not pussyfooting around right now. And and I don't usually pussyfoot around, but I cannot have conversations with people. I can't talk. Friends are not friends. I just can't have conversations with people. And yeah. I'm just talking to myself. Anyway, I've been on here for a little bit. Oh, good gracious, an hour and a half. Perfect. Okay, I may be back later, never know. Thank you for being here an hour later. Hello, Janine. I met Janine at Soulful Fest. I met Delia at Soulful Fest. There might be somebody else here that I met at Soulful Fest. Yeah. I don't think I missed anybody. Yeah, and people, when I say this, people, we say, look, I can't talk. Well, and they may turn around and say, well, you went online, you're talking there. This, I'm present. It's just like with Delia. She went on with Todd the other day. She can have that kind of conversation. I can have that kind of conversation. Right? It just, I went on with Todd. He had an open mic the other night, and I hopped on. Right? And I just know where I'm at right now. You may not understand. That's okay. You don't need to understand. Your job and responsibility is to respect my boundaries. That's it. Oh, totally. And I think it's absolutely hilarious. Delia just put it, just for those who don't, on YouTube, don't see this. Maybe put that up. Oh, I can't. Here we go. Look at that. Hermit modes means only with resonance, and it's selective, and the inner guidance only. My beautiful sister, she has amazing, amazing, amazing words and advice. And that's where, I tell people, look, I can't talk. And it's just like, I can go do an interview, because an interview to me is not a conversation, because my focus and everything I'm there for is to speak about my music. I can talk about my music on an interview, because it's helping me to get my music out to the world. But to have a conversation over the phone or chit-chat back and forth on Messenger or whatever, can't do it right now. And if I don't respond, don't take it personally. I always try to acknowledge that I read whatever you wrote, but I cannot engage, which means respond back, say, oh, da-da-da-da-da, and then they come back, oh, da-da-da-da-da. I can't do that right now. It's where I'm at right now. I've been in this, I'm usually in the space, I'm a hermit to start with, but there's moments when I'm able to have conversations with people. Right now, I've been in this space for at least 6 weeks. And even yesterday, it was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. What day is today? Today's Tuesday? I think it's Tuesday. This person just didn't understand. I don't want to talk. Okay, we're going to do the interview. Let's do the interview. Well, let's just see how it unfolds. I don't plan or think about anything. I get to be. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go be quiet. Back in my hermit mode. And thank you for being here. Thank you for just hearing and really getting what I'm saying, not what you think. Right? We can manipulate information just like people say, well, you go online, you talk there. That is different. I can't have a conversation with anybody. Nobody. There's only 2 people I actually talk to on any basis at all. And one person, I think we went 6 months or something since the last time we talked. And my other friend, it was at least 2 weeks, and we talked today earlier. Well, the things with our conversation, we don't talk about stuff. We're very present with each other to help and assist each other in case there's something that we didn't see, because we're both people who tap into energy and we channel in that moment. And, I appreciate people who don't try to project or interject their own internal whatever thing they're going through into a conversation. Are you able to hear and listen to what's being said and figure it out? Or are you just here to react or respond? Da 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 da. I'm like, oh my God, okay. We can all justify this or that. We all can. Just listen and hear and go within and figure out what fits. Is this something I need to look at within myself? And so anyway, I'm going to zip it. Love you, Delia. Love you, Janine. I know that, I don't know if these people still here. Valerie, hello. Lynn, Marie, Irina. Sweet. Thank you, guys. And I only know if you're here if you say something. So, see you guys later. Love you all dearly.